I'm fired all the way up. My name is Jessie Lee Ward. You can also call me #BossLee, and this is going to blow your mind. Are we ready? Okay, I just want to make sure. So I'm really excited because I think I'm a little bit known as a social media girl, right? I'm good at a couple other things. So I'm really blessed and honored to be here on this stage to teach you how to drive to events, why to drive to events, how to drive to events, and what you can expect when you start driving your organization to events. Does that get everyone excited? Awesome. So the question really is, do events really build your business? It's kind of obvious. I mean, look around the room. Look at the people who brought people here. Look at the people you look up to. They have people with them, right? Because sometimes it's not about hearing from you all the time. Sometimes it's about hearing the exact same message over and over and over again, but from different voices. Does that make sense? You probably have noticed there's common themes. We're all kind of saying the same thing, but we have a little bit of flair, our own personality, yeah? So do they really build your business? Okay, so I joined my company that I love at the very end last 6 days of September 2017. And this is how many people joined me at our first event. What's today? April something, I don't know, day of the week that ends in a Y. Yeah, whatever. Right? It's not May yet. We're still closing the month. It says it's the 27th, yeah? That was September 2017. And I'm gonna show you what happened. Just pay attention. Here's why you're gonna start doing events. Culture is everything. Culture sets my heart on fire. I need people to know, I need you to know that you belong. I need you to know that you are worthy. I need you to know you are loved. I need you to know that you have a place. I need you to come to an event and start off as strangers who turn into acquaintances, who turn into friends, that by the end of the time that I spend with you, we've become family. That is very important to who I am at my core. And if you think that culture doesn't matter, you're just missing the big picture. You really are, especially as women. Because there becomes some point in our lives sometimes where we just become mom, or we just become his wife, or we just become dad, or we just become whatever, and we lose our sense of identity. Can anybody relate to that? And so sometimes that culture is being part of something, and people can say whatever they want. I don't want to just be part of it. Yes, you do. We're all dying to be part of something. So create a culture. Events are an opportunity to create a culture. I'm going to teach you how to do that. Vision is everything. You know Marina and Eric envisioned a room like this full of thousands of people before it ever happened. You know the men and women in the room who make $1 million a year saw it way before it ever happened. You better believe I knew what we were going to create, the empire we were going to create, well before we had a team more than the 8 people that were pictured in that first photo. I saw it. And when you create events, and when you drive to events, and when you attend events, you create that vision in everybody, because not everybody can see as clearly as you. Some of us need LASIK. All right? You get the opportunity to lock arms with leaders. How many of you have met somebody that just has set your soul on fire over the last 3 days? You met them, you're like, ah! So like 9 of you have met a leader who inspired you. You 9 are the next millionaires, I'm just gonna let you know. Because I'm telling you, energy is contagious. You are sitting up straighter as soon as I saw you. Oh, she's loud. Okay, hold on. She might call me out or something. She's a little scary. I don't really know right now. Right? Energy is contagious. You lock arms with leaders who believe more than you, and next thing you know, you start believing. You start walking like them. You start talking like them. You start going, okay. I lost my voice a little bit. I got all kinds of weird noises. It's kind of one of my things. You start doing these things. Next thing you know, you're dyeing your hair. Next thing you know, you're doing whatever. You're wearing the same kind of outfits. Right? It just happens because the vision, you're locking arms with people that are like-minded with you, that you believe in. Until you believe in yourself, they're there believing in you. This is why I'm so excited Eric asked me to teach on something that's not social media, because so many of you think all I do is sit behind phones and a computer in like sweatpants and a messy bun, except for these are extensions, y'all. I still got short hair. Just can't really do the bun thing yet. It's getting there, all right? And I'm sitting there looking all jankety on my couch, millions. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't. You've got to do stuff with people, man. You have to hug people. You got to look them in their eyes. When you look at someone in their eyes when they're speaking to you, they immediately connect with you. And you can learn everything you need to know about a person online, but it is different when you can speak to them. You can say their children's names. You can say their husband's names. You can say, how was your trip to Bermuda last week? How have you been? What's going on with your father? It's just different when it's in person. And I'm good in person. Okay? You've got to get high touch and you've got to know your people. And I love, one of my favorite things is when I meet somebody for the first time, like in person, first hug, first kiss. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. We have a very large European team. They kiss a lot. You're Australians. I love it. So smoochy. Anyway, so I love when I meet them and I know their name. Armand, how are you? He'd be like, what? You know my name? You know my name? They start doing more because you know them. Of course you know them. We have Facebook, okay? It builds the belief just like Nicola said. All it takes if you're in health and wellness is one person to stand up and say, I've lost 100 pounds on this product. I'm not going anywhere. For the rest of the room to go, what? Right? One person to say, my hair was falling out, now it's not. One person to say, my skin was like this, now it's like this. One person to say, I didn't know how to do makeup, now I got this. One person to say, whatever. And everything changes. One person who looks like you to walk across the stage because you recognized them, and they look just like the person who's sitting there in the audience thinking, what? I grew up in a trailer park in Maryland too. What? Changes everything. And it allows you to set goals. Because I'm telling you, yes, you will have however many people at your first event. I don't care if it's a team of one, AKA you. Right? I don't care if one person shows up. What's your goal for your next event? So, let me show you what happened. That was the second event about a month and a half later. That was the third event that was February, so I can't do math. Y'all can do math. A couple months later. That was Dallas, Texas, 2018, middle of 2018, I think September last year. And this was last month. That was 17 months, and this was not a corporate event. And so for those of you who think, I've just got to wait, I got to wait for everything to happen for me, got to wait. If something is missing in your business, the obstacle is the way. I am not a planner. I am not good at creative stuff. But I do know when there are gaps in businesses, and I can tell when people need to get around people. And I will not let our business ever go backwards. It's not acceptable because my standard is very high for myself and for our organization and for this profession. We do not go backwards. It's unacceptable. I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's not funny. Don't laugh at me, Tom. Okay. But this right here, I saw a huge gap. I saw a gap in our company, and I said, let's just fix it. Locked arms with our leaders, and we put on a ridiculous event. Some of you might have seen it online. It was 481 people, 29 internationals came in, and it was everything, and you can do the same thing. So no matter where you are in your business, don't think you can't do it. Lock arms with your friends, lock arms with your leaders, lock arms with your cross line if you need to, and put on a flippin' event, okay? So how do you do it? How do you get people to these things? Do they just show up? No. Here's how I do it, and I do it by color personalities. Because here's the deal. I don't have all day to teach you color personalities. You can get on a website called Google, GOOGLE.com, Google color personalities. But these are real Jesse Lee scripts. Feel free to take photos of it because otherwise, I don't know, just grab a photo. Blue people, the fun people, the personality you think I am, but I'm not at all, okay? I just pretend to have it's all for show. All right, now, I like to entertain you, it's true. All right, but listen, I'm not trying to bore you, especially you in the back. The sound's not very loud back there, so I'm gonna talk really loud. Just kidding. The people in the front are like, yeah, I'm deaf. So, blue personalities, honestly, raise your hand if you think you're a blue personality. You came because somebody said something like this. Oh my gosh, everyone's gonna be there. It's gonna be so much fun. Eric always puts on a great party. It's gonna be a great Gatsby. You get to dress up in a Gatsby costume. And this girl might be up there. She's really loud. You're gonna have so much fun with her. Oh my gosh, so excited. Oh, they have like VIP lunches, and we can talk to people, and we can network with people, and we go live with people, and blah, 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 blah. Those of you who raised your hand, you're like, that was me. I was like, friends? For real? I'm in. Okay? Then you've got the reds. I am very red. I am very get to the point, goal-oriented, go, 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 go. We're not stopping till we get there, okay? So things like this. Oh, you can't afford to go? You actually can't afford not to go. I'll see you there. They love it, though. They're like, oh, just call me out. Okay, it's fine. Leaders don't miss events. Anyone heard that before? Only Reds respond to that. They're like, well, I'm a leader. That's me. I'll be there. Okay? You have to show up to go up. Do you want results? Do you want to make excuses? Let's go. Reds are like, oh, I'm so in. I'm on that train. You said a leader. You said if I'm a somebody, I'm either get on that live stream, I'm gonna be there in person. I'm there. I got goals. Okay? Very red, all right? The other thing, and I love this, please write this down if you're looking for tactical stuff. I'm a very tactical leader. Print the list of attendees who have already bought tickets and post it. Because the Reds are competitive. They'll be like, oh, screw that, I'm buying 4. Okay? Then they're looking for their team members. All right, hold on. And I don't like Brittany, so how many does Brittany have coming? Oh, heck no! No. Telling you, it works every time. Yellows are your mush balls, okay? I am a blazing orange, which means I am red, but I love you guys. Like, I really want to hug every single one of you. I want to selfie with all of you. I want to kiss more babies. I met a baby earlier. Oh, little Kira, where are you? Like, oh, I just love it, okay? So, events are for hugging people and getting to know people and feeling their heart. And events are getting to know the soul and the reason why people are doing this. And maybe they're broke. Maybe they want to change the legacy of their family. Maybe it just means everything to them that they're not just mom anymore. Talk to yellows like this. We're going to change lives. We're going to change the world at this event. We're going to teach all the most powerful women in network marketing how to be even more powerful, but we need you there. Do you see the delivery with that? Okay, that gets me. I'm like, I'm so there. I'm going to bring gifts for everybody, and we're going to go to dinner. And then can we snuggle later? Because I really like physical touch. It'd be great. Okay? And then green, my analytical, that I do not relate to at all. I'm like, Excel? What is that? Okay? This is how you speak to a green. It's statistically proven. You've heard Eric say this 1,000 times, haven't you? It's statistically proven for every single person you bring to an event, it is worth $1,000 a year. I'm like, ooh, let's do the mathematics. I don't care, I can't count that high, okay? But the greens love it. They're like, okay, well, my bills are this much money, then I need to have this many people. We better start finding people, right? You have access to the best training, best information. You have all your questions answered. I know you have questions, right? And I know I don't answer them right for you because I just don't have the green in me, baby. But you go there, and somebody green will be there to show you the way, all right? We're going to streamline your business. You're going to be able to grow faster and better. You're going to know everything you need to know. Everything's going to get answered for you. You just got to get to this event. You just got to let's budget it for you. Let's figure it out. I love it. All right, so you've got to show real results. If you can't tangibly show people like the pictures I showed you a minute ago of our team growing, it's hard to drive people. These are actually teams inside of our team and the real growth they had from, I think, our 3rd event into our last event. Real results. Don't you think it's easier now for those people to say, look at what we've done. Look at how we've grown. For the greens, you can show, look at where our group volume was in February. Look at what happened when we did our university in March, and look how many people we have. Look at our volume now. We're exploding in April. Real results will get people to events. So where do you host them? Some of you are like, I'm not putting on an event for 500 people. That is a to-do. Hey, I got a planning committee, girl. I tuned out when you said that. All right, well, tune back in, dial back in. Hello. I'm going to show you how to have events at events. First of all, before and after your company event, especially with your leaders, okay? I do something that I call pre-frame. Before every single event, our leaders come together. Oftentimes, we'll have some kind of fun event before the event, like maybe we do a fun dinner, maybe we play Topgolf, maybe we do an escape room. They all love that. They don't all love that, but I love that, okay? Because I see the vision of escaping. All right, but anyway, doing something fun where we're connecting with the leaders and we set the outcomes for the event. Really powerful. Don't ever go to an event and have no idea what you want to do, no idea what your outcome is. I know what I want when I go to an event. I know what I need to learn when I go to an event. I know what I need to get out of it, and I know what I want our people to get out of it. Does that make sense? To know where you want to go? Even if you're sitting there and I need to know how to make $1,000 a month. If that is you and you're in this room, you should have known that before you sat down so you knew what you were listening for. It's powerful, right? So do that with your leaders and teach your leaders to have fun stuff. Hey, do a fun get together, maybe give them some gifts, do whatever. And we actually do something called a debrief after every single night. It's really simple. You guys want to learn how to do it? 3 questions. I don't have time to do it with you, or I would. Question number 1, you ask each person, especially in a small group setting, you say, what did we do best today? Because my goal of an event is to get better every single day. I don't want the event, let's say it's 55 degrees in here, we're looking like Eskimos, everybody's in here with like frozen snot or something, like we're like, you can't learn like that, okay? I would like to know, because I'm up here sweating. I don't know y'all are out there in Eskimo land building igloos, okay? I'm in my own little world. So I say, what did we do best? Oh my gosh, the energy was phenomenal. Second question you ask them, what can we do better? And what's the solution? Don't come at me with your poo-poo. No. You can come at me with it, but I want constructive criticism. So if it's, oh my gosh, there was no water, we were parched, it was like the Sahara Desert in there all day today, let me tell you. I think a good solution would be to put water in the back of the room and make sure the staff knows when the water gets low. Wouldn't that make some of your events better? Especially for those little complainers you have at your events? Speaking to the leaders right now, there's always that one. Okay? And the third question is, what's your biggest takeaway? So this can be something like, oh my gosh, my biggest takeaway is when Nicola went up here and blew the roof off the place. Just kidding. You'd be more specific than that, but she was amazing. Okay? But I do that every night and then one after as well. Feedback is so important to make sure events better. And then you can always do giveaways. So for me, every single event, there's something. You show up, you usually get some kind of branded pen. We throw up gang signs on our team. They look like little crowns, okay? But they all get crowns. They can pin on their lapels or their lanyards. We give away pop sockets. We give away swag. We give away all kinds of fun stuff to get people engaged and at the event on time. Powerful, right? So here are some things. Like I mentioned, gifts. You can get specific with this. So maybe you have a rank in your company where maybe they earn a car, maybe they earn an iPad. I don't know, whatever your companies do. Maybe there's like a thing. They earned a trip. Wouldn't it be cool if you found a vendor where you can make shirts for $4 a piece and you gave every single person who won something a $4 shirt? The answer you're looking for is yes. Okay? It's powerful. Recognize people. It costs hardly anything to print off certificates with people's names on it. Your signature, you are their MLM god or goddess. They want your little signature on a piece of paper. Give it to them. Costs you hardly nothing. Something I've done now for 4.5 years is photo shoots. So I know I'm a social media person, and I think you need to show yourself at your best. If you're wondering how my pictures are always so good, I use a self-timer on my cell phone. Okay? All right. That's a little tactic you can write down. Just like, all right? But I do hire a professional photographer at every single team event, and everyone who attends gets a headshot. So then they have a professional way to step out in front of the world. Because we may have just told you, oh, make sure you got good lighting, make sure you got da-da-da-da. And some of you here are like, that is so scary. Like, what is good lighting? Like, I don't know what she means. So do it for them, headshots. And then a big team photo is so powerful, you can frame it. I put it in my house because I like seeing things that make me happy, all right? I mentioned trainings. You can also do special trainings, though. Maybe you run some kind of contest in your team and you do like a VIP huddle or something like that, just to get people who have achieved something together all at once. Is this like, are you guys getting like some ideas over here? I just want to make sure, okay? Because it's just what I do. And I already told you about special leader incentives. So here's an example of the photo shoot, and I love this. I am in health and wellness, so I think it's really cool when you see the progression of people who go from like, oh dear Lord, to whoa, hey, what's up? Okay, so we do this. This is, I guess that first photo is, like I said, 4 years ago, and the progression of 2 of our car earners on our team. So here are some examples of gifts and swag. You don't have to be this extra. I'm a little extra, Okay, so I took some of our leaders to New York City. We did a Louis Vuitton thing, obviously. Those are examples of our pop sockets, and that was an example of one of our gift bags at our last event. So just some ideas. You don't have to be all extra, read all about it. I just happen to be, okay? All right, here's something fun you can do. Here's the thing. We want people plugged in at events, right? Okay. We want people plugged in, and I have a rule. Nobody eats alone. Not in this family. It's the reason they wear the crown. So if you see a crown, you don't sit alone. Y'all are alone enough at your houses. You're already feeling alone wherever you are in your life some of the time. You don't eat alone. You don't sit alone. We don't do things alone. And this gets people out of their comfort zones. So a great way to do this, I said I'm in health and wellness, we do a lot of blender bottle stuff. So I make custom blender bottles. First people to finish the scavenger hunt, they have to take selfies of all of these. You guys can read. And they post it with the hashtag of whatever our event is, and they can prove they finished the scavenger hunt. I've got gifts for them. So they're running around looking for people. Where's Jeff Phoebe? Right? I need Eric Maury. Right? They're getting out of their comfort zone. Who here's from Australia? They're doing that. Yeah, they would literally do that and run up to you and say, I need a selfie. Give me a business tip. I'm in a scavenger hunt. But then they've got pictures from the event. They're not alone anymore. Then they see somebody across the room at lunch. And they go, oh my gosh, it's my friend. Come on, guys. Your business should have intention. Don't do things without intention, right? So this is one example of one of our scavenger hunts. I've done bingo, right? You got to do, you guys know how to play bingo. Right? Whatever, you get the point. And then we do special stuff. So maybe something you could do for the scavenger hunt is maybe you rent a limo. And I know some of y'all are like, that sounds expensive. It's like $200. Rent a limo for an hour and a half, whatever city your event's in, and take the people who won the scavenger hunt, the first 10 people or whatever, on a limo tour with access to you. Take them on retreats. Take places. I bought that girl in the bottom right hand a pair of Prada shoes, and she earned them, by the way. You would have thought I bought her house, right? But this is the kind of stuff that makes culture. This is the kind of stuff where teams stick and stay. Because it didn't matter, the limousine ride, you didn't have to be a rank anything. You could have been day one in business. But you were hungrier than a lot of people. And you were running around like a crazy person trying to find XYZ. And you did it. And you showed up, and you played full out. Next thing you know, you're in a limousine with millionaires. How impactful would that be for somebody's business? Think about these things, right? So we did an escape room, another limo thing. I don't know, I gave away Tiffany's, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I do a lot of stuff. Okay, that's enough. It's not enough. That's Ray Higdon. I had him come to our event too, and we took him on a limo tour too, and they got access to that. But special things at events. There's no reason why you can't do special things at events for everybody. And I'm telling you, I can tell you all day long, here, give this, give that, do this, do this, do this, do this at events. Events will blow everything up. Because when you do this much stuff for people, and at whatever scale you want to for your people at events, everyone wants to come. Everyone wants to build their business just a little bit more, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. People start connecting and seeing people who will remind them of themselves just a little bit more. Oh, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. And next thing you know, they start doing things for you. And so I'm telling you, the giving has to come from a place of honest, no ego, humility, and you're giving with no expectation of getting anything else in return. And I'm telling you right now, people can feel that. People can tell when you're honest, people can tell when you're fake, people can tell when you care, and they can tell when you don't. And when you give with the expectation of nothing in return, but you give because everything you give you have forever, things like this happen. And I don't have time to tell you everything that happened in this video, but our team, without me knowing, put together a video from the last 18 months of us building. Video of me flying to Washington State, a 7-hour plane ride because someone was in labor to literally deliver her baby. Video of weddings and video of, every high and low and social media campaigns and times together and New York City trips and anything in between. My Nana passing away, everything. They captured all of it and created a video for me. And so I'm telling you, if you give and you give and you give and you do things like this with the expectation of nothing in return except for knowing that your character is exactly what you know it is and your reputation just doesn't matter, you can have everything you want too, and this can be you. So I love every single one of you, and I know that might sound weird, because some of you are like, you don't even know me. Listen, people hate people for no reason at all, and so let me love you. My name is Jessie Lee Ward. Thank you so much. God bless all of you. Have a great night.